Hi, today's recipe is going to be an item that is a staple on many of the country's premier soul food restaurants, including James Beard award-winning restaurants. So I hope I can do it some justice today. That item is going to be a cast iron chicken. So the first step is going to be take your cast iron pan, put it on the middle rack of your oven. At this point, we're going to be heating the oven to 450 degrees, but we put the cast iron pan in there, it's going to be heating up with the oven. Now, while we are waiting for that to heat up, this is the chicken. We're going to be patting it dry and making up the spice mixture. So let's go ahead and get that spice mixture put together. Going to be putting in some garlic powder, some paprika. I have some table salt and pepper, but the choice of pepper today is, I'm using a product I've been using a lot lately from the Golden Stair Steakhouse. It's called Pepper Mafia. I think it's a blend of different peppers, and I think it's just going to be kicking our recipe up a little bit, so I hope that kind of does some justice to the recipe. As you can tell, it's a little bit coarser of a grain of pepper, and it's multiple types of pepper in there. And I've got some onion powder as well. Get that all blended together. And we will use this stuff in just a moment. But first, we're going to be using, in this case, 2 big chicken breasts. And I mean, they are massive. So let me get those patted dry, ready to accept the seasoning. Now, these are bone-in, skin-on chicken breast, and that's what the recipe calls for. So if you're looking for something that's going to be boneless, skinless, this is the wrong video for that. Let's go ahead, get the seasoning put on there. Now this seasoning is enough to go with 3 pounds of chicken. This is not 3 pounds. It does represent probably about 2 pounds of chicken. So I'm going to have plenty left over here. But if you have a bigger family and you have multiple cast iron pans, you could be doing more. This probably be good for 3 or 4 chicken breasts of this size. And like I say, these are pretty good size chicken breast. Now, all we have to do is wait for the hot pan to come out of the oven, and we will get right back to it. Okay, I've got the skillet out of the oven. It is hot. First thing we're going to do is put 2 tablespoons of butter in it. Now, I don't think I mentioned it before, but all the proportions for this recipe are going to be in the description down below. I just love the smell of that butter. Everything's better with butter. I'm going to be putting the chicken in skin side down. Now, I put in a thermometer, a probe thermometer, just like this one, to that black mark that you see on there. And I've got the temperature set for an internal temperature of 160 degrees. Now, that's not going to come out at 160 degrees at this phase, because I'm just putting it in for 15 minutes skin side down. We're going to flip it, and then ultimately we're going to take it to 160 degrees. But all I've got are chicken breasts here. If I had dark meat also, this would be a great case for having 2 cast iron skillets or cast iron pans, because if you could separate the dark meat and the white meat, ideally, you really want to be taking that dark meat up to a higher temperature. 160 for the white meat and 175 for the dark meat to get it to its tastiest, most juicy perfection. I'm going to go ahead and get these put in, like I say, skin side down. While we're at it, I'm just going to stick a little bit more seasoning on this other side, and back in the oven it goes. And it's going to stay in there for 15 minutes, at which point we're going to bring it out, flip it, and put the non-skin side down. And that's how we're going to finish it. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. It's time to flip them. Now currently the thermometer is reading 77 degrees internal, so they still got quite a ways to go, but according to this, they're estimating these should be done in about 22 minutes. So I'm gonna put these back into the oven and I will see y'all in about 22 minutes. Okay, I've taken it out of the oven. I've been letting it rest for just about 5 minutes. That's gonna be up in about 12 seconds. It's looking great. The only thing left to do now is to do a little basting, and we're gonna be ready for a tasting coming up here. There's our 5-minute rest. Let me show you how these are looking. Not too bad, huh? Do a little bit of the basting. Get the pan liquids here. This is looking terrific. Get these plated. Last little baste. Let's get one of these on here to cut a little piece off. We'll do a little tasting. I can hear Gunner in the background. Gunner's a little anxious to get him a little something something here too. Looking pretty good. Get my taste first. A little taste for Gunner. Gotta have some of that skin. Ooh boy, that's hot. Try a smaller piece first. That is like super juicy, very flavorful. Here you go, Gunner. Here you go, buddy. Gunner's loving it. Now, with the skin. That skin is so crisp. The flavor is just out of this world. I can see why this would be a James Beard award-winning dish. Gunner agrees. So, I highly recommend trying this. Super simple, super easy, does not take a whole lot of time, and I think you and your family are gonna enjoy this. So if you're liking it, give me a like down below. Don't forget, directions are down below with the proportions of all the spices. Maybe give me a like, and definitely, Gunner's reminding me to tell you, leave us some comments, because we love the comments. So I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.